Turns out it's a pretty hard game. I still maintain the Watcher is the easiest character, which makes them the hardest character to play. Because you don't have to pay attention to the same degree that you play. Like on the Defect, you get up to fire level 13. By like the 7th hallway fight, you're like, I'm fucking dead. I'm going to lose. Or you're like, maybe there's a chance. As the Watcher, you're just like, ah, and then you find like the one enemy that's like perfectly counters you and reveals that your deck is kind of ass. And then you go, oh, it turns out it kind of sucks. My deck kind of sucks, man. Captain's Wheel, now we're cooking. YouTube viewers are not going to be eating Lamau. Me when my parasocial crush loses the toys instead of winning the toys. Me when I realize that means my parasocial crush has to make more Slay the Spire videos. Like when I first started streaming or making videos on YouTube and people like got mad when I lost, I was like, I get it. I'm 22. I have like low self-esteem about this stuff now. You're right. I should do better. Here comes the twit longer. Now I'm 35 and you're 32, and I'm like, brother, get a life. I made a mistake in the game. It's okay. You didn't have money riding on it, I'm hoping. But you're 32 years old. What do you mean? You really blew that one. You're not trying to like make partner or, I don't know, work on your slice or something or nothing? This is it? Don't put that on me, man. I got enough stuff in my own life. I can't be held responsible for your happiness as well. Oh, it's another nasty start, but something like that. You know what I was thinking? Because I'm slipping into like the boomer age group, even though boomer also refers to people born in like a specific era. A lot of people are saying like millennials, Gen Z, they need to grow up. They're stuck in a state of arrested development. I actually think it's the opposite, man. I think if I could give advice to millennials who are a little younger than me or Gen Z, I think you should like grow down a little bit. And you're going to say, what do you mean by a statement like that? I mean, like, don't be afraid to be a little bit more juvenile. Don't be afraid to be a little bit goofier. Don't be afraid to be, don't be afraid to play rec soccer. Don't be afraid to come home and, you know, draw a picture. Don't be afraid to come home and eat like a single plastic yogurt without being like, I can't eat the plastic yogurt because then the plastic, I can rinse it out and put it in the recycling, but the recycling may just end up going to the landfill anyway. And then also, like, yeah, sure, don't buy the single-serve plastic next time, but if you already got it in the fridge, like, just smoke them if you got them, man. Don't be afraid of it. You grow up, like, dietarily a little bit, like, willfully put some vegetables into your dinners, for sure, but, like, in terms of your hobbies and stuff like that, don't be afraid to stay a kid a little longer. Don't spin the slot machine. All gambling should be illegal. I'm not joking. No offense, Han Solo, okay? No, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. I'm just saying, for me personally, I think it should all be illegal. I'm happy to have you here. I do like a deceive reality. Including stocks? Well, like, you don't want to get into the weeds on this one. You should probably have to, like, phone somebody to purchase an individual stock. At least your first individual stock. You should be able to buy non-thematic ETFs, like, the day you turn 18. But if you ever, like, want to buy a stock that, like, has a subreddit of people saying, like, you know, it's 17, I bought 100,000 shares, it's 1.4 cents a share right now, all it has to do is go up a penny and I'm rich. You should have to phone somebody that, like, quizzes you on why you're purchasing it. And then, because they need to like escalate your level of permissions, right? Like you can't just go on CIBC Easy Trade or whatever it's called and then buy like a European stock. You gotta, they're like, why are you buying a fucking natural gas producer in Latvia? And then you gotta be like, I did my due diligence on it on Yahoo Finance and I really think that they're poised for a big quarter. Sorry, I forgot what I was doing here. I do like deceive reality. We're probably looking we need attacks. We need an attack. We need an attack. Cut through fate is like an easy attack to add, I guess. Look at this, man. So inspirational. I'm not emptying. I guess I should empty body now that I think about it. You still hear Chibli? Oh, wave of the hand, talk to the hand. We are going to the moon. Mayhaps the moon. Let's take care of you first then. You're a high priority, Andrew. We're chib maxing. I wanted to ask him about California. As a noted California enjoyer myself. It's got to be done. Wait, does it just... It gives one turn of weak... Oh, I need the block anyway. Now it's over for you, man. Now it's over for you. And maybe for you. Yeah, why not, man? Why not? California, the kind of state that's great to visit. I would +2 that as someone who's visited there. I don't want either of those jabronis, please. What do you know about California, NL? I've been around a little bit. Guy who's never done anything. I've done some stuff in my day. I've been to San Francisco a few times. I've been to San Jose once. I've been to LA once. I've been to Long Beach once. And I've been to Anaheim twice. Now, I know those are all... I've been to San Diego once too. Those are all within like basically like a 4 to 5 hour drive of one another. But like I'm not coming to Sacramento, okay? So what do you expect? I'm not trying to get a degree in California. I'm just trying to like enjoy my life. Get smoked, fool. It's the state capital? I know, and I don't have any business with the state's capital, man. I don't have any business with them. Go to Humboldt County? Isn't that the one where all the people grow weed and then go missing? It is. How do you know that? I used to glaze Netflix a little bit. I'll take a sash whip as well. I really need to upgrade. Once I upgrade Wave of the Hand, it's actually over for my opponents. Something like this. Like that's tech right there. This one's going to be a little on the spicy side. Hope you guys are cool with that. You ever glaze Netflix with a gyat behind you? That I'm going to say probably not. I don't think that's ever happened to a guy like me. But like, I have read Macbeth, so I'm not saying it couldn't happen to a guy like me. Because I think that's how he got into trouble. Even if I still think that like, if Reddit existed, sorry, it's not going to be your favorite bit. If Reddit existed when Shakespeare came out with Macbeth, they would have been calling him washed for sure. They would have been like, I was waiting to see how they were going to get themselves out of the quagmire that Macbeth can't be killed by someone who's born of woman. And then it turns out the twist is he was born via C-section. Explain to me, the immortal bard, how that doesn't mean he was born of woman. Just because he didn't pass through the birth canal doesn't mean she didn't carry him for 9 months. Oops, I did this like insanely backwards. I'm not fucking with that twist ending, man. Are we fucking with an insight? I do kind of love it. But I need an attack that does damage? Whatever. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I desperately need to upgrade Wave of the Hand, even if we do have to fight the super elite. Romeo Juliet ending still pisses me off. I could see that, to be honest with you. That doesn't seem crazy to me, that would piss you off. I think we're chill on turn 1. I mean, I don't want to spoil the Baz Luhrmann film, but like, it is a little insane, right? Lady pretends to kill herself. Dude walks in. Oh no. She killed herself. This is a spicy turn. Kills himself. She wakes up. What the fuck? My boyfriend killed himself? Kills herself? Like, it's just a little much, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Molten egg. Nah, man, the glazing is crazy. Or whatever. What do people say? Something like this. I do bite my thumb, but not a D, sir! I'm just saying, Christopher Marlowe, he wouldn't be caught dead doing that sort of shit. I should start doing the math again about the cards that we're going to play before I just throw them out there. I think that could help me out a great deal. It would help. Great, another Marlowe head. You're already weak. Not you, you're okay. As far as I know. Slatus Kotz in shambles. Slatus Kotz, are you here? Slatus. They might be on invisible. Who's Slatus Kotz? I remember that. So I mean, this is ancient history, okay, in many ways. But that being said, words are forever. They used to leave comments on the Slay the Spire episodes that I thought were very condescending. This is like 6-7 years ago. Then one time I saw them in Corey's chat and I called them out. And then I'm here, I'm just listening. Well, I'm putting you on blast, okay? Maybe you've changed in 7 years. I saw them in Corey's chat and I was like, yo, why are you so mean to me? And he's like, I just want you to be the best version of yourself. I just want you to do better. I know you have the potential within you, blah, 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 blah. Now he's still around. I think last time I mentioned this was like a year ago. He said, I can't believe you still remember that. Lowercase LMAO, which is like, oh shit. Like you've gazed upon your past self and felt shame and you try to kind of like shrug it off. Because I've done the same thing myself. It's not up to me to forgive you. It's not up to me. It's up to you to forgive yourself if you even feel that you did anything wrong. Take an upgraded bowling bash, I guess. I have to fight another elite. Receive establishment and store a card. I don't really have any retained cards here, so I'm going to pass on that one, but I appreciate the offer. That's the play. Put the wheat in the burlap sack, bro. You know what? I think we can just, I was just going to say, draw a defend, and then we're like the mighty souls of mischief, man. We hail from East Oakland, California, and right now we're just going to show you how we chill. James Naismith, just put the peach in the basket, bro. Average resting heart rate check. You know what? I'll online heart rate monitor. Now again, you have to trust me for this one, okay? You got to trust me. This is like my third most visited website. Give it a sec. I gotta find the pulse first. And now I'm gonna take a deep breath real quick because it's a little quick. Come on. Rookie numbers. Okay, I'm gonna have to live with that. I'm kind of in a heightened emotional state right now. After the deadlock stuff, 59 is kind of that's like zone 3 for me right now. Why not buy a smartwatch? I like to make technology work for me, not the other way around. What do you mean by that? I don't know. I'm not going to hit you again. No, it's not going to happen. Although it'll make you weak forever. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I will. Maybe I will wake you up. Maybe this is a rare wake you up type opportunity. They have 10 turns of weakness. That's pretty good. Probably don't need to give them any more weakness now that I think about it. We could just empty our body real quick. Give them one more turn of weakness. Five block per attack. Disgusting. Yeah, I don't give you my permission to ask me what do you mean by that. Because I find that question very difficult to answer occasionally. Because mostly I'm just kind of talking. Ooh, exact change. Prayer wheel. I'm told that's good. I just love brilliance as a card, man. Especially upgraded. Sounds good to me. Now, I must have missed LeBron James' new condom brand. That one's on me. That's on me. I'm not going to say that one's not on me. Give me a sash whip. And then a vault. I must have missed that one. Speak on... What do you mean by that? Speak on that. What are we doing in this deck? We got 24 minutes to make this run work. We need mantra or a big attack. Skip this one for now. I can take protect. We probably don't need that much more block, but that's... You know what? Give me another Wrath Enabler, because we're entering other stances with such regularity. And then make study cheaper. Okay, there's something happening here, and what it's like is exactly clear. Hey, Anel, you think you'd like meme madness? I believe I took a look at meme madness, and this is just me speaking from the heart, man. It looked like something that I wouldn't mind playing, but I didn't know if I wanted to stream it. Because sometimes memery is like great, and everybody can have a laugh with it. And then sometimes they slip in like one meme that's a little bit uncouth. And you're like, wait a minute, I thought we were only rocking with like the family-friendly memes, and then you just brought up like some Poland ball stuff or something, and now I don't want to have it on my screen. I don't know if that game did that, but I'm like, I chose to remove myself from the situation. Enjoy your weakness. Yeah, I'm saying I can't play it due to woke is basically what I'm... That's the meat and potatoes of it. Which is sad. I need to apply this to you. My mistake. Head on, applied directly to forehead. None of those, please. We can't be cooked. How are you still doing damage to me when you're weak? Oh, because I don't have any attacks. That's right. I forgot about that part. I would still like you to be weak forever. I guess I'd like you to be vulnerable for a long time as well. The weakness, I think it matters, man. This ain't Ben Kingsley. This ain't the whackness. Probably a golden opportunity to empty body. Strike, you take 3, you gain 2. So we go to 10. Save your insight for a turn in which it's needed. And then save vaults for a turn in which we're in wrath. I think we go off on this turn, man. Maybe 24 damage, but every time I hit you, I'm going to do some... I gotta think about this. Let me see. I was just going to say, any chance there's like a vigilance in here? Because there's a vigilance, we gain some block. We gain some energy. We can't vault. We can exit our stance. I could just hit you really hard, too. It's hard to argue with just hitting you really hard and then probably killing you next turn. I drew my 2 attacks. Beautiful. We need mantra. Okay, we have a theme. That hasn't happened like all streams so far. We have a theme. We take Sozu, unfortunately. We take Sozu. We play Devotion, and Brilliance gets ever stronger. Nah, I'm not about that life. Do not cite the old words to me, which I was there when they were written. So true. So Zua, you really should have taken the fusion hammer because you have molten egg. See, your mistake there, and I do think it's a mistake and you should be punished for it. Your mistake there is thinking that I looked at my relics before I made a decision. I pretty much just choose the first thing I see unless there's an obvious reason not to choose it. And let's just be honest with one another. It's been working out pretty well. So mind your profanity, okay? Have you won today? What time zone are you in? Central? Nah. Picked up a couple yesterday, though. So it hit you? Hit you once more? Or would it... It's nice to not take damage. Who should I draft at 10th in fantasy basketball? 10th? Let me think about who might still be available at 10th. So, I mean, Doncic, he's coming off real quick. Jokic is coming off real quick. Shai's coming off real quick. Ant is coming off real quick. At 10th? At 10th? Any chance Steph's still going to be around there? You think Steph's going to be around the 10, or is he going a little early? No shot. He's 6 to 8 right now. Tyrese Halliburton. You might be able to pull a Tyrese Halliburton. Give me Embiid. Oh, do you have one of those leagues where like games missed are worth 10 points each or something? And free throws are worth 1,000? Not cool. sorry. Maybe Booker? The Suns are fraud merchants this year, I'm afraid. Sorry to be the one to tell you. Who's ranked 10th right now? How about a Jalen Brunson? I think the Knicks are on the up and up, man. Maybe you can get a Jalen Brunson on 10th. That's a pretty good pick. He'd be a solid pick at 10. We take those, man. He knows ball. I can't believe I got that right. Or at least like something conceivable. I think we pass. Wait, did I look at both cards? I did not look at both cards. Empty fist is always good. Donovan Mitchell. I'm in a league that's offense only, I'm sorry to say. I'll be playing 3 attacks on occasion for sure. Yeah, I'd say so. You lost all ball cred? How so? What, you guys don't like offense anymore? Do you do fantasy hockey? I don't. Like, to be honest, I could not tell you who is the, who's the GOAT in fantasy hockey right now. I mean, common sense would tell you that it's Connor McDavid. And then I would assume that, like, right after that, like a 1B, you're probably getting Nikita Kucherov. And they're real names, people, okay? Skipping? Something, how about something that has some mantra, man? Wayne Gretzky, he's pretty good. He's a little washed lately. He hasn't been scoring so many points since like the year 2000, roughly. But like if you're in a keeper league, you gotta just eat that. You gotta take him, just in case he comes back. Jack of all trades. Why? I took a potion even though I have Sozu. What? I knew it was coming. Oh, brother. Me watching the Emmys when they award Best Host of an Ensemble Reality TV Show. I knew it was coming. We need like this. Did you say Best Toast? Yeah. It's a new category. You watch Shogun? No. I haven't watched anything. I'm just being honest. I'm not bragging about it because I've been told that that's annoying. But I've not watched Shogun. It's good? I heard that. Hang on. 7 takes you to 34. 28 plus 10 is enough to kill you while generating some block. There's just one problem. You forgot your energy costs. That's right. Shogun these nuts? You know, it's no need for all that, okay? There's no need for that kind of malarkey. Play these two. It is funny, though. That is a good one. I may use that one myself, especially because it disarms people, because Shogun was just in the news for winning all those Emmys. This is a big play, man. I think you need wave of the hand. Turn 1. Pack 1, pick 1. Do you guys have a joke that, or a prank that you fell for that you're embarrassed by to this day? I have one. This is so, I mean, I'm not going to apologize for being old. I didn't control, like, my own conception, right? But, like, 4th grade, maybe. You know what was in the news every day? I know what you're thinking, NL. Don't even say it. I gotta say it. The Russian satellite mirror was in the news every day, man. They were talking about, like, is it gonna crash? Where is it gonna crash? And then I remember it was like April Fool's Day, and I went to school, and my friend was like, yo, did you see that space station or that satellite mirror crashed into Kingston General Hospital? And I went, what, really? And then my friend went, no, you idiot. That would be crazy. And to this day, I'm like, man, I'm really fucking stupid, I guess, for believing someone that I thought I was friends with, that I thought I could trust. It's just like, he just violated my trust for, like, no fucking reason, really. There was no point to the damn bit or nothing. Show him to me, Rachel. I know I'm still thinking about it. Well, it's not quite 30 years later, thank you, but it's like, it's not that far off. Not wrong. Ah! I can't believe I lived, man. It's not a prank, but as a kid, I thought busting a nut was working really hard. It can be. It's not, like, mutually exclusive. Oh, God, don't lose the anointed run, man. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it ain't really like that at all. Just got a vault in this one. Tark to the hand. Discovery. Omniscience? Omniscience? I mean, you get omniscience devotion. I feel like we're just better off with, like, another talk to the freaking hand. Bowling Bash kind of goaded with it. And then we'll chill. I've told this story before as well. It's not my story to tell. My friend in university had an older brother. So I'm not familiar with all the older brother, like, younger brother dynamics and stuff like that. He said, like, he was 3 years old and his brother was probably, like, I don't know, 10 or something like that. We're fucking dead? Are you shitting me, man? Never mind, you're dead. And his brother at school or on the playground or whatever had just found out about what sex was. So he came home and told his younger brother, who was my friend. And, like, after he finished describing what it was in his, 10-year-old brain, my friend, who was 3, said, whoa, you want to try it? It's just an all-time great story, man. Maybe he was 5, I don't know, but I laugh every time I think about it. Which is like once every 3 months, maybe. Why would you share that with people? Because it's fucking funny, dude. This is fucking humorous. I'd like to put up some block. Is that the sort of thing that would be possible? No? All right, have a great day. I guess I could always play my cards that block. There's always that. I was young when we invaded Iraq. I always thought we did it because Saddam was like a Jekyll Hyde type guy, and that's why they talked about Saddam Hussein, implying there was a Saddam who was insane. Hang on, I gotta think about that for a second. So it's not Saddam insane. They call him Saddam Hussein. I see. And you're like, we really gotta... Well, you must have been fucked up when they caught and killed the one who's sane. You were probably like, I thought we were going after the crazy motherfucker, but now we got... They fucking killed the sane one, man. And the crazy one's still out there just walking around. Certified black pill moment. I guess I'll just hit you for 28. That's pretty good. Saddam Hussein. That's a good one, man. That's a fucking good one. Yes, Saddam, who is insane. Unfortunately, still out there. Still out there to this day. As far as we know, at least. I have 30 cards in my deck. That's too many, man. How did I get so many cards in my deck? That's too many cards to have. I'm supposed to have like 15, 16 cards. 30 cards is fucking way too many. You took another one? Yeah, but that one, the one I took was like really good though. It's very important. I need that. I need that scry. I thought you're the removal Andy. I try to be, but they got rid of shops. They removed shops from the game. As a result, I have no choice. Yeah, you get scry to look through all the other cards. Is that the same reason I'm going to add another card here? Because those insights will help me draw through the cards that I've added that I don't want to draw. No blocks? No fucking blocks? It took you no fucking blocks to piss me off? I lived, bitch. Get blown. Get smacked. Get blown. You're definitely gonna get fucking vaulted. That's a given. Things are gonna get a little spicy here. I just need you to trust me. That's a big one for a guy like me. You're only doing 30 damage. That's basically nothing. One HP, inarguably the best number. Because it means that you maximized the HP that you have. I just don't feel like there's anything I want to see with Omniscience, man. I don't know, you know I'm fucked when I'm slapping the shit out of my head. Just take it. Please talk to the hand. I don't think I can afford to get in the Wrath state here, man. I don't think it can be done. Save your energy? I'm willing to take 2 damage and just keep that vault. Keep that vault for a turn in which it might be a little bit more proactive for us. We get there? Allegedly? Allegedly? Okay. Omniscience. I mean, Omniscience Brilliance, if we're in Wrath, is kind of crazy. Probably don't. Do we need Omniscience? Omniscience Study? Fuck it, bro. I think I gotta save one, maybe. You getting your flu shot this year? Yeah, I think so. But what I should just book it. Is what I always do is I say I'm gonna get the flu shot and then I get busy and I'm like, not this week, I gotta make an appointment, blah blah blah. And then I get like the fucking flu. And then after I get my ass beat by the flu, I'm like, well, now I don't need a flu shot. But I always am like, next year I gotta get the flu shot, because that flu kicked my ass, man. So I should probably just do it. I just wish that there was like, I'm not saying that Elon should invent this. I'm just saying like, it would be sick if they invented like Uber for vaccines. I guess they gotta keep things like refrigerated and stuff, but if I could just open Uber Health or something, and then some dude in a Toyota Corolla like drove to my house and shot me with the vaccine, I'd be like, sick. Or yeah, if they would, dude, I guess they do sort of do this. They're called pharmacies. But if like there was just like a table at the playground that was like, hey, while you're here, do you want to get your flu shot? I'd be like, fuck yeah, man, I'm here anyway. But like instead, then you gotta like take your shirt off, and then they like play with your balls a little bit. Literally a CVS. It's a little different up here, but I do take your point. And then they're always like, I'm not gonna say it's like the nanny state gone wrong or whatever, but I gotta live. Huge, pretty important. Okay, just keep them all up there. I hate when they're like, after you get the flu shot, you gotta like hang out for a couple minutes and just like look at your phone and then like not pass out. I'm good for it, bro, I promise. Don't worry about it. It literally has never happened to me. If it did, I guess it's pretty catastrophic. I guess that's why you have to stay. Save this, okay. But it pisses me off anyway. This is a huge turn, man. Try to sneak some more attacks in here. Come on. Conclude. Conclude? Vigilance? You scumbag? I got so much energy. I'm gonna just spend a little bit so I got space. So evaluate! There's no attacks or nothing? It's still pretty good, don't get me wrong. Next turn you're eating. We're getting eaten. The smoke, dumbass. Okay. And leaving no seconds, exactly. We need attacks, obviously. I mean, Conjure Blade Ice Cream can go crazy, but we'll never draw it. Give me a Brilliance instead. I don't think we want enemies to be stronger. It's so funny that this is like the best run of the day. And then play as fast as possible. $35 card deck. It can work, man. It can work. Apparently, 35 card deck can work. Yeah, and then something like that, into something like this, into something like this, into a defend, which allows you to then play something like that. And then this kills you. I take 3 damage, but I remove you from this mortal coil. That sounds fantastic. I think we're doing pretty good stuff here. Pretty good stuff. Another one of those. We're chill. Okay. Let's lose an ancient potion and obtain a... No, let's lose 51 gold and get a lantern. Holy cow. I do have good attacks, man. It's true. It's more likely than you think. What's for lunch today? You already know the vibe, man. You already know the vibe. Rotisserie chicken. Air-fried potatoes. The keg chicken and rib barbecue sauce. It's literally every day, bro. No, it's not a PB&J. I didn't mean to kill you, actually. I didn't know my own strength. You guys ever read of Mice and Men? No reason. Actually, I'm illiterate. I've always... I mean, this... It's not meant to be rude. I guess it's not meant to be obvious either. But it must be, like, crazy to not know how to read. Because, like... And I say that as someone... I live with someone who only recently learned how to read. It's my child. But, like... What do you mean by that? Well, like, when you know how to read, you, like, read passively. Like, you read, but you can't not read. You know what I mean? What about when you're in other countries? Oh, yeah. But that's different in a way, because I don't know how to speak the language either. But you can speak English and not know how to read English. I guess it's like you could know how to play the piano but not know how to read music. I mean, obviously it happens because there's people it happens to, but I'm not trying to be judgmental with it or anything. I'm just saying it's hard to put yourself back in that mindset. I guess it's not really a mindset either, but you gotta... You know what I'm saying? I don't know why everybody's trying to go crazy over it. I'm just trying to ask questions here. Hang on, let me check my prostrate. We can definitely go indignation mode. I would prefer if you didn't add any garbage to my deck, but I gotta use my attacks to attack. Most bendable US president? Most bendable. You mean like to your will, or like to like in a pretzel type situation? Is that more what you're referring to as the pretzel? Yeah, Lincoln looks very bendable. He's very tall, and I think he was relatively skinny. I understand he was like very strong as well, like he was a wrestler in his younger days, but he still seems quite bendable to me. I mean, like, let's talk about heuristics of bendability. Like, you're not bending Taft. That's not just simply not going to happen. 40 card deck. Saw a video on Twitter that said to beat procrastination, you just have to tell yourself to do it now. Has done more to my mental health than 4 months of therapy. Let me say something, okay? If it's working for you, that's all that matters. However, that is very funny. The cure, they found the cure for procrastination. It's doing the thing. They do say just do it, right? And by they, I mean like Michael Jordan. We should have just done that. Is it in you? Gatorade. I think my Michael Jordan impression is getting better. It must be getting better because people are starting to like tell me to stop doing it. Stop doing. Does that make stop making sense? I don't know what I want to do here, man. I don't know what I want to do. I think I want an omniscience of fucking foreign influence and just see what the fuck happens. Why not? It's kind of fun. I don't know what this is. What did I... Oh, it's okay. It's a discard. We're not going to need that. We're not going to need this. We probably won't need that. This being in the discard pile is actually a buff for us. This ain't the best scenario to find yourself in. Never mind. This. Draw. Brilliant. 6 damage incoming. Then play a study. I almost think we could do with fasting. We retain so much energy. Ah, whatever. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even want to see the shop. Gandhi that one time. I appreciate that when I'm going type A, I appreciate that you're holding it down with the type B posting. When I go type B, people are always like, move your wizard over here. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Vigilance. Erupt. Strike. Strike. Vault. Had to fast for a physical this morning. It sucks ass. Fasting when you don't know that you're doing it is fine. Like, there'll be days where you're like, oh shit, I haven't eaten in like 14 hours. You know, you have dinner. You don't eat a snack after that. You wake up and then you're like having overnight oats at like 6, 7 a.m. sometimes. And you're like, wow, I went 14 hours without eating. But if a doctor tells you not to do it, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Hang on, I need an attack. That's a pretty good one for these lads. Bam, 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 bam. You know what I'm saying? Eating in the name of. I maintain, like, the worst part of the colonoscopy was the goo they make you drink. Like, that is... I'm not a baby when it comes to, like, eating things that don't taste great. It is like, you know, in the Matrix? Oh, here we go again. When they're like, he's crashing out or whatever they say, and Neo's like this, and then he goes, ah! And the cyber goo goes down his throat at the same time that the fucking bit shifted ringtone plays, and you're like, oh fuck, that's sick. That's what drinking the colonoscopy juice is like. And then, like, the pooping is just whatever. I think because I was already so used to diarrhea because I had to get a colonoscopy because I had been so sick. Like, the pooping was just like pooping. It was just a lot of it. But the second worst part was the camera in the butt. But you should, if they tell you to do it, you should do it. Let's just start with the obvious, but I don't want any of this garbage. I don't want to fight anybody. But drinking the goo sucked ass. And I'm sure it happens to everybody, but maybe not everybody contextualizes it the way that I do. When the gastroenterologist or the proctologist or whatever was like, you can just buy the magnesium solution at the pharmacy. Don't worry about it. And then I went to the pharmacy and found like a little bottle like this. And I was like, everyone says you got to drink like 72 ounces of it. So I just want to check before I leave. And then I like brought it up to the pharmacist and I was like, I'm getting a colonoscopy. tomorrow, and they told me to get like this stuff. Is this the right stuff? And then he went under the counter and pulled out like an antifreeze sized container of like orange viscous liquid. And I was like, oh no. It does taste bad. I can't stress that enough, but kabam. Brilliance. Sorry, I'm Peppa Pig posting. I don't know if anybody knows that, or if it's just me. Peppa Pig says brilliant sometimes, in case you're wondering. Peppa talk, yeah. Okay, on the bright side, we at least got a talk to the hand out there. Pop this. I don't know, you're going to debuff me at some point. Might as well pop this, right? We saved the energy anyway. Would have been nice to play that conclude, I suppose. Does that sound in the game or inside of my head? 36 block. I think you slow play the Andrews on this one, man. We take a little damage, but we're hanging in there. Now we're in divinity mode. I don't think the poison's going to be looping around fast enough to matter. It's a lot of damage. It's in the game, thankfully. Yeah, it's in the game. Gatorade. Is it in the game? Huge. I don't really want to lethal you with talk to the hand. Oh, I guess I can lethal. Well, you know what? Dog. I'm going to get you set up. It is a crazy collect. But, like, what do we care? We don't need those. We don't need that many miracles. Cooked. I need to make sure that I just don't want to mess with myself here. Let me see what we're dealing with here. Let me see what we draw. Empty fist means I can play this. Prostrate. Brilliance. It's a huge brilliance. Holy cow. Honestly, I don't think I want to burn my collects. I'd rather keep the energy just to insulate me in case things go terribly wrong on this turn. Which they very, very nearly did. So I had the worst draw in human history, but yay! We finally won a run. Okay, I can hear that my wife is live.